You're watching the Bear Dice Club.
That are
We need to stage a mutiny and stop
Welcome.
letting Sherman railroad us.
I haven't been
continuing
full
to
for 2 months.
adventure.
Sherman just really.
I've had a
wanted to-
debuff for 2 months now.
Sherman
I
just
just
really
wanted
wanted to
to
win
Welcome
the
to
bet.
episode 100 Abomination Vaults, everybody. And
Sure. Just really wanted to win
everyone's
the bet.
already whining and upset. It's great.
Wait, is this episode 100?
I'm just so sick
This
of
is
it,
the
dude.
centennial.
100.
My fortitude saves are like 12.
I should have gotten like
12.
confetti poppers or something.
I should have gotten a funny hat.
I don't know. I couldn't really think of anything.
We all should have got
Special to
100
do.
glasses.
No, my son has some cool sunglasses he just got this week.
I just want one of those crazy straw sunglasses. Where you like
What?
start sucking on the straw and like comes up from the drink and like goes around your head and your eyes.
Those are
and goes in your
impossible
mouth.
to clean.
Yes, but they are great.
Yep. I try not to use single-use plastics if I can help it.
Oh, I'm Aaron. I'm conscientious about the environment.
While he drinks out
Oh,
of
it
his
is the
plastic
joke.
straw.
I missed the
Try not
irony
to use
there.
single-use plastics.
I don't really eat out anymore.
Yeah, we don't either as much.
To be
Well,
fair,
just
those
Subway.
sort of things do tend to stop after you get married.
I do have a number of Burger King
I was,
cups
know,
that
I
I
did
do
go
use
for
for
that
like.
That makes
Shane,
good food.
and I'm disappointed that you did.
I do use it for like watering plants and stuff like that. My wife has used a plastic McDonald's cup as a thabo before.
A what?
Tabo.
Mm-hmm.
I use
Tabo.
Tabo.
To do Taibo?
I use Tabo.
Yeah, what the fuck is it? Stop saying the name. We're not.
Tabo.
We heard what you
Tabo.
said.
We
What
get
is it?
Tabo. We get the Tabo, huh?
The tabo.
What is that?
It's for washing.
It's for washing.
Yeah.
What?
Washing your
Okay, well,
butthole.
It's a big measuring cup.
It has many uses,
Considering-
you know. It's great. It's always in the bathroom.
It's a bucket with a handle.
with a handle. Yep, a little dipper, you know. A lot of times, like you go to these places and there's no running water in the home. and
It's like
so
a plastic
big ol'-
saucepan.
There's just a big old like trash can.
Yeah,
filled
giant
with
measuring
water.
cup.
Yep.
And then you take your dipper, you dip it in, you can take a shower with it in there. Just
Big dipper or little dipper?
yeah. And actually, it was really funny, because the water's so cold, and no heated water in there. And we had a shower with it. My son was like, just like terrified of this cold water, you know, in the shower. So we would go in there, we'd do our shower together and whatnot. And then it's like, okay, Cairo, listen, I promise I am not going to dump it on you. It's just relax. I'm just going to dump it on myself. Okay. Let's get it nice and full. He's right behind me. So
You lied to your child.
Oh God!
No,
I'm
he
sorry.
did it on
lied.
himself.
I'm so sorry. Because he loved it then. He thought it was hilarious. So yeah. And he's like,
Doesn't
again.
You know what's probably
sorry,
my
camera's off.
favorite?
Honestly, when you take a tabo shower in the Philippines, it's like that first ladle. You're a little standoffish about it, but it's so damn hot in the Philippines. The second you dump it on yourself, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like when it's really
It's
cold
nice.
and you jump into a hot shower, but the opposite. It's awesome.
See, it was kind of funny though. Like my wife
So when it's
does not
really
like
hot,
cold
you
water
get a
even
cold
still.
shower.
Really?
She'll heat up water for that. Yeah. For that reason. Yeah. Like, it's just too much work. And then it doesn't even feel good. Yeah.
You know what my favorite lie that was told to children is?
You will never carry a 4-function calculator around with you everywhere you go.
No.
You can be anything.
That's
you
the
want.
biggest lie I was ever told.
Shane, you can be everything you want in your imagination. No, someone told their
you
kid that
work hard,
coconuts
you
are
can
bear
make it.
eggs.
What?
Someone told their kid that coconuts were bear eggs. and so they were
That is
terrified
pretty
growing
funny,
up
actually.
of coconuts.
It's a bear.
So like
in there.
it might it might hatch and a bear might come out. That's terrifying.
Oh wow, that's funny.
Robert Pattinson says it's very strange having male fans now.
Oh man,
From the Batman movie or
So-
what? I still haven't seen it.
he's got a couple of movies out.
Yeah,
Didn't he
he's
do
had
The
a
Lighthouse,
couple.
too?
Teen Vampire to Batman pipeline.
That movie's
Pipeline.
so good. I will.
What,
I
the
will say
Batman?
that
The Teen
was
Vampire
really
movie.
good.
Robert Pattinson. No, the Robert Pattinson Batman. So good.
I
pretty good.
wasn't super fond of it, largely because I've never been fond of the '90s dark and gritty cup.
I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. I watched that on a flight to the Philippines, and it was so good. I just started it again and watched it
Yeah, you
immediately.
didn't watch it.
back to
pretty good.
back.
There's a scene where he's fighting a bunch of guys with guns, and it's just the only thing you see is like from the flash of the barrels, and it's such a good
so
fight.
cool.
It's so
and
cool.
then like the like bus stop
Okay.
early on.
No, it's
Wherever they are.
he's like in a gala or something. I haven't. It's been a while since I
Oh.
watched it. And he's like in the rafters fighting these guys. So
They're in
Speaking
the
of
wall.
speaking of in the rafters fighting things, we're in
You
the
actually
dungeons crawling
didn't.
about.
Fight things last time.
True.
Not
still
a
attempting
single
not to.
thing.
Just had a nice casual chat.
Yep, you did. You had a little chat. You met a drow woman by the name of Eribo, who was
Karibo.
a little standoffish with you guys, but they were just trying to feel you guys out and kind of figure out what you're doing there. And so after kind of
What's
a
your
long,
view?
me out.
awkward conversation,
Cerebro.
she
Eribo can
welcomed
feel me
your
out
guys'
whenever
help
wants.
with getting her dead companions, brought back into kind of their area, and you got to meet some of the other drow as well. Eventually, she decided, well, I'd like to. She decided to give you an offer of coming to Yildiris, the drow settlement, which is just a short jaunt away from your current location. But also wanting to get some sort of favor from you, which you're not entirely sure what that is yet. So, you guys met her pet spider, and then after that, you met a
Who
couple
was
of
a little cutie.
prisoners
Hated him.
that they had. One of which happened to be another child of Belcora. The other, your good old buddy pal, Augrail.
Ah, girl. I knew as soon as I saw the smut.
Bear Grylls.
Yes. So after
Roll for smut.
spending some time to get to know, or catching up with him and freeing him and doing a little prisoner exchange between yourselves and the drow, switching out Huglu for Augrail. You began making your way closer to the drow settlement of Yildiris.
The good news is, even though we we swapped out prisoners, we really were only feeding Ogro.
Hey,
Yeah, right.
you can make poisons now, right?
Yes.
Could you add
If
the
I know how to make
poisons that
them.
you have to your recipe book?
I don't see why not. I just know how to make them.
Because that would be pretty cool.
To what? To the
From
The formula
Sierra's
book or whatever.
Codex.
Sierra's Codex?
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
You get some downtime, yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah, but you also have like the tangleroot toxin and the giant wasp venom. I was wondering if you could like reverse engineer it from those poisons that you got.
Oh no, I learned how to make those two by
Oh, those are the ones that you did learn how to
that
make.
that are
Okay.
in the Codex. The Codex
Gotcha.
contains
I have wyvern poison.
where are you?
I wonder if you could learn how to make that.
I also have the Whispering Reeds that I'm gonna need to pull out and use sometime.
Oh.
Yes, Sierra's
Careful.
Poison Codex contains hunting spider venom, giant scorpion venom, giant wasp venom, and Nihilus root paste. Oh, I did. Why did I learn giant wasp venom and tank? Oh, right, because when I upgraded my alchemy, I could get two free recipes
Formulas.
in my brain. Formulas.
Hmm.
You'll never get me a secret
Formulary.
formula. Sorry,
No,
I
you're
could
good.
probably write it. I could probably jot it down. Sure. Also, if anyone watching is curious, the great white scene behind Aaron is a fantastic piece of footage from the capital of my state, the grand state of North Carolina in snow. Good old Raleigh.
Did it snow there again?
It's gonna
going
be
to
snowing
tonight.
tomorrow. But man, that image is one of the classics and one of my absolute favorites to show off the fact that Southerners have no
Do
idea
not know
what to
how
do.
snow works.
They do not know how drive work when snow.
Which is funny because the rest of us live in the frigid north.
Yep.
So it always gives me a good chuckle.
Oh, I mean,
Yes.
that photo always makes me laugh too. Why is that car on fire? We'll never know.
Yes, the snow somehow managed to set it on fire.
I get the feeling someone ran into them. Just a thought.
No, why would that ever happen?
Oh, who knows? Speaking of running into things, on
Yes.
our way down to Ildaris.
You're on your way to Ildaris, yes.
I need y'all to
kind of
roll
thinking
initiative.
about actually going a little back in time. Something kind of glossed over last time was you guys bringing Augrail back up to the north, because we were already having a longer session due to my technical difficulties and losing power and all that. And son of
Yeah,
a
we
bitch,
set him
that was
down
only-
in the buffet of bodies for him.
yeah,
The
Yeah,
body
you had
buffet.
plenty of stuff to eat there.
yeah, he had plenty of stuff here. So I was
But
like,
do they
have
trying
big
to play all that out here.
You ever seen a gorilla in the forest just munching on whatever leaves he passes by?
You ever
That's
see?
Augrail at the moment.
You ever
Why
seen a
not?
half
Let's do it.
orc eat a
We'll see how
big
it
egg?
goes.
I have actually. It was horrifying.
Big egg.
Big egg.
Oh,
That's how Big Egg gets you.
So you freed
Big egg.
Augrail.
that is a thing that happened.
You're bringing him up to the north, right? Escorting through this
Great white.
area that belonged to the Caligny. And how are you guys gonna approach this whole, like, bringing a ghoul through this particular space with,
I think Sherman would just kind of be out in front and you just walk through, just like, oh, don't mind us, just passing through. No need to worry.
Sure. You do hear some sniffling as you get a little closer.
What?
And you see kind of Dulak kind of sitting near kind of one of the scorch marks on the floor and just looking kind of sad.
Oh no, the orb made her cry.
She's
orb.
crying over the
Forgot
her
that.
dead friends.
Yeah, she did recently lose her friends to some wisps that came in and killed everybody, I guess.
Totally wisps caused
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We were
Yeah, I
there.
hear you guys approach. She just quickly composes herself and stands up as if, she totally was not doing that.
Good luck.
See, you've brought a visitor.
He's
Excuse
just passing through his sort of the cleanup crew for the children of Belcroix out there. He was in a sticky situation, and we released him from such situation. Are you okay, mademoiselle?
Yes. I'm sorry. It's just
No, don't apologize.
Never mind that. There's a ghoul here.
You want to read my books?
wasn't expecting.
May I offer you some smut in these trying times?
I wasn't expecting, well, someone quite of this nature to be walking through here.
There's life in these dungeons, no?
Did we get rid of the announce stuff
Oh, where you can.
module?
Yeah,
I can-
yes, because my menus were crammed full of icons. I couldn't even find
I
the
see.
close button.
Gug Chug Challenge. Aw.
I'm sorry. It was either that or the
Alright.
hype tracks. I could lose
do
the
like
hype tracks, but yeah. I'm sorry if my presence is disturbing
Oh, yeah,
to
those-
you.
Those two can probably like actually talk to each other, can't they?
Yeah, they do both speak under common, or the Sakharov. Do know that I only prefer undead flesh. You needn't worry about me infecting your population here.
He prefers his food well aged.
I wasn't really worried about that. See, Caligni do not have to worry about becoming undead.
We explode.
That would be rad.
You must first pass into death before becoming undead. And when that does happen for Caligni, we do so in a brilliant explosion.
A
Yeah,
dynamic
brilliant's
death.
one way to describe it, I suppose.
That is quite beautiful when you think about it.
Brilliant.
You two don't.
Well,
get to hang
at any
out anymore.
rate, this is we have not introduced each other. Oh goodness, Duloc, this is Argyle. Argyle, this is Duloc. I don't believe Argyle is going to be spending much time around here. I think he was just passing through. But we just wanted to say hello on the way by, and we're sorry for the reason for your morning.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, yeah, he's welcome to pass through here if he needs to. It's fine. I have no issue with that at all.
Lumiere actually pulls one of the it was like a the pretty little garden that was growing next to the fungus caves. Were those like actual boreal style plants, or were they fungus as well?
No, those were actually like flowers and such. Yeah. Less of the
Lumiere
fungus
pulls
things.
Lumiere pulls a small flower that he plucked from the garden and hands it to Duloc and goes, the good news is that the mushroom caves that were through the door to the south, those are more or less cleared. So there was a spider and a fungus thing that really liked Sherman, but they're cleared out. So if you need to go out that way, then it is as safe as we can make it.
I do hope that the drow to the south are not going to be a problem. They are quite a bit territorial.
That is true. Drow are usually problems. But if you need use of those caves, I suppose. Oh wait, did you barricade those doors against the drow?
Against everything.
Merde. Well, now at least you can attempt to reason your way out of a fight instead of running away before being consumed.
I do appreciate you creating a bit more of a safe space for us here. Do remember, though, that if you ever need to speak with any of the leaders down below, I have already cleared it with them. You are welcome to enter our lodge down below in the lower levels as well for safety and whatever else that you may need.
Sounds excellent. I'm sure our resident map filler out there, Sherman, would be more than happy to.
What
go
are you
speak
talking
with
about
him.
me?
I am Sherman.
What are you
I was saying that she honestly has you to thank for clearing out a lot of the dungeon and
Oh, well, that's
bringing
certainly
safety
true.
to her.
Yes, I'm very good at my job. I don't know
Oku
why.
sighs.
I don't know why I keep getting unfairly maligned by everyone down here, but that's how it is with genius, I suppose.
Lumiere leans towards Oku and is just like, I almost want to leave, but I'm the translator. I want to give them a moment, but I simply cannot.
Yeah, I think I would just on our way out.
I almost took comprehend languages just so I could cast it on you and you two could have an actual conversation.
Oh.
Aw, it's fine. Yeah, I think the only thing I would do is as we're leaving, just have him. Sherman is an old cowboy. He would have a handkerchief on him. He would just hand it to her and be like, "Well, we're gonna be gone for a little bit, so take all the time you need, darling."
Lumiere
I'll
translates.
be awaiting your return. I do hope that you are able to help us with escaping this place.
Well, we'll certainly try our best. We seem to be picking up a lot of people that are kind of looking for the same thing that you are, so hopefully we'll be able to help out everybody.
All right then, I will not hold you any longer.
Tip my hat and like, all right, Stinky. Let's mosey.
I know you're not referring to me.
Take a, a book from his bag and hand it to her. And just, you can borrow that. I think you will enjoy it. And then just walks away.
Borrow.
This book feels oddly appropriate.
And then, all right. And then at that, I think we will fade to black on that scene and move back to...
Like, yeah, look at all them bodies over there. Oh,
Yildiris.
boy, yeah. Just, whole
It is a
smorgasbord.
virtual buffet for what?
I'm taking a nap.
One floating
that's-
over by the dock.
That's what I'm talking about. Excuse
Yeah, there's one
me.
like floating over by the dock. I don't know if that bothers you or not, but
What about the undead monkey things? Is he gonna eat those too?
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
The monkey bones.
Oh yeah, there's the giant undead monkeys. He's gonna be able to eat good for a while.
I love the thought of Augurs going,
Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm so glad
That's
I
the
met
stuff.
you. Best of luck to you.
Ding,
He jumps in the water.
Ring the tingle bell.
All right. Actually, I think you guys probably took a boat over there at some... Well, no, you took the boats around the long way. There's no boat. He'd
Yeah.
have to swim. So, that's fine. All right, yes.
he's got to swim in
Tildaris.
stink water.
To the caldera.
So, Aribo leads you down through the tunnels.
Karibo. Magneto.
Takes you a little while here.
Cerebro.
Rebro Bandito.
Bandito.
She's gotta, like, ask you guys some questions every now and then about kind of what it's like up on the surface. And you guys probably have,
bright.
Better than this.
Yes.
This place makes me tired.
By the way, that very large rock. Could you put that out, please? It's absolutely killing my eyes. I can tell you right now, bringing that to a thing.
Is
Down
she talking about
into,
the reeds that I have, or are
No,
you talking about the
orb
star
with
orb?
light on it. Oh,
Okay.
Orb.
it's so much better. Thank you. Eyes
do
are not
need
well
some
suited
light.
for that kind of thing.
We should bring sunglasses.
I do need
That would
sunlight,
be a hit.
otherwise I will just be completely blind.
Oh, sunlight's just fine. It's just so long as we don't, burn my retinas.
No, we bring Oku down here, and then we sell a bunch of sunglasses. We could make a killing.
They do make you look real cool.
I think you'd probably just get shot.
Wouldn't be the first time.
That's way cheaper,
Why can't I move my character?
Are you stuck?
Are
No, I
you
can't even
connect-
I can't even
Do you have your
click
character
on my
selected?
character.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm trying to move him for you. See if that'll
I
Let
can't
me
see.
refresh, I guess.
And as you kind of get to what looks like to be a T intersection of some kind, you do see
Oh, girl, spill the tea.
someone posted as a guard here. And
bricked up.
here's what she looks like.
Yay! I can do character things now.
I'm covered in Sherman. Oh, man. It's all over me.
You need to click the right buttons here, and there she is. Boom.
Cool.
She looks chill.
She looks super edgy.
Hell yeah, she does.
It's a cool
Pretty
build she's
edgy.
got there.
Her name is Sasuke.
It does look like it's dangerous to, like, if you...
Go alone. Take this.
And she's just kind of standing there. She's got a piece of fungus wood in her hand, and she seems to be carving it as you guys approach. Like, she kind of starts from it, and then she sees that you're being escorted by Haribo.
What's she trying to make?
She's carving a mushroom.
She's carving a cave duck.
A cave duck. What is that? Some sort of dog? It's a cave duck. Can't you tell? No.
It's a nail for lobotomies. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Booze.
What are you carving? A pointier
duck.
stick.
Pointy stick. Yeah.
What
does it? When somebody says I'm gonna whittle, what do 90% of people do?
Make a pointier stick.
Pointy stick.
In Elvis, she calls
I'm
out
carving
to
a-
her.
A stick, but a bit smaller.
Just, don't worry, Rakizlia. They're with me.
Islia.
I want to give her a Rakizlia, if you know what I mean.
Like the Pokemon?
Nope.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
It's Rayquaza.
That's what I said.
I want to kiss the drow.
So she asks, she kind of just
Turns
continues
out-
to her whittling.
Turns
Sorry, I have a
out
type
that's
and it's
Lumiere's thing.
No, that's AI's thing. That's me.
Goth
Thomas's thing.
mommies.
Dude, I'm into goth.
Goth
not gonna lie.
mommies.
I love goth aesthetic. Speaking of aesthetic, what does Rakizlia say to
She says,
her back in Elvish?
So, are these ones food for the lizards? Or the guests?
No, the second one, definitely. Oh yeah, I'm speaking a different language. Yeah, he has just a regular accent in Elvish. No, we're definitely not food.
Oku is hanging on to Soul like anime character.
That one's
'cause
a
she
bird.
can't
No one
see.
eats birds.
Yeah.
On the surface, that's crazy. Who would do that? Birds?
Why does Shaman sound so weird when speaking Elvish?
You don't speak Elvish. You don't know if I sound weird or not.
You probably hear
Why
the
does
difference
You should do
between
it.
accents,
You
though.
should do it in a Norwegian accent.
It's like if I try and speak French, it sounds like shit.
Yeah, no one speaks. No one eats birds upon
I
this.
spoke
No,
French
that's
to my
awful.
French-speaking sister-in-law.
Oh,
and,
it's like spiders. Spiders
Hey,
fit
yo,
for
French
Stanislav.
guy.
Oh yeah, that's how he does it. He's Eastern European when he speaks Elvish. Yes, nobody will eat bird on surface. It's crazy that you say that. Why would you be doing so?
Oh my God, yeah.
It's a crazy
wild.
thing to say.
Wild and crazy thing.
Oh god, this guy's accent. Where did you learn Elvish?
Oh God.
back in have Guardian teach me Elvish back in God, not Absalom. Alkenstar. There we go. Back in Alkenstar, very good at it. Is learn very much, yes.
Your accent's atrocious.
Yikes. Well, no, it
Freaking
sounds
great.
like
Oh,
he's
God,
from
this-
one of the larger cities.
Oh god, this guy's accent.
Oh no, he's Norsk.
Well, if I let him by,
That's you.
he better. Well, yeah, whatever.
For anyone who is watching this now or in the future,
No, no,
Thomas is Norsk.
Ow!
What does Norse even mean?
It's something he's
Yeah,
made
better
up. He
let me
believes me
lead.
to be Norse.
So they don't shoot you for, opening your mouth and.
I'm very charming. I do not know what you even would mean by that. It's a crazy thing to say.
So you know the thing they do in anime where they like test your bravery type thing?
Yeah, I guess.
Just cling
And
to
how
soul's
the
arm.
anime girl is always like clinging like to the
Protagonist.
protagonist's arm.
Yes.
That's what Oku is doing to Soul right now because she can't see shit.
Hmm.
She could turn into non-combat Oku and just
Yeah,
hang
you
out
don't
around
have-
his neck like some sort of muffle or a scarf.
That'd be a little easier, probably. Yeah. Just get carried around in the dark, get everywhere. Is this Sherman's light source not good enough for you, or?
No, it can.
more
But the problem is
flavor
when he
than
goes
anything.
when he
Okay.
goes around a corner, she suddenly can't see anything.
Oh, that's true. That does make it difficult in the tunnels. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, let's go. He's
Yeah, carry
very
on.
very claustrophobic in tunnels. Is not a great place to be.
Lumiere just goes, she's moving on. The shaman. There we go.
You don't understand, Elvish.
I'm
He can still
watching
nag
her
you.
walk away. I'm watching her walk away. I'm speaking common to you.
Yeah.
Oh boy, man.
I don't like that they're like surrounding us. That is not a great thing.
Yeah, it's kind of
Don't
what.
understand.
What a shitty
Cities
place
are
to
like-
be. You're in this like little 5 foot by 5 foot area, and that's your guard post. Like, it's not even something nice to look at.
Why do you think she was
Why
busy
she was
whittling?
What are you whittling? A knife. Oh.
It seems to actually have a nice little. Looks to be like a humanoid shaped thing that she was starting to. You can't really make out the details of what it is yet, but yeah, it looks like she really knows what she's doing with that thing.
I really like the thought of
servant
whittling
that
a
went
little.
missing. He's by name of Stanislav. I miss him. He screams so good.
I miss sending Stanislav to spider pits.
I can't see.
You really can't see shit. I just clicked it. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh God.
Behind the wall! You just suddenly from the wall, you just hear the Minecraft damage noise. It just
Two.
Oh,
Yeah.
just Lumiere's in the void.
Yes. So yeah, you just continue down the tunnels here. Rakizlia continues to watch you very warily. Oof. Don't get too far ahead of me, bud.
I just I'm trying to continue down the tunnels.
I've got open menus and such here. I'm trying to navigate here as well. So
Oku gives
Who
her
cares what's going
one
on
of
behind the
those
screen?
one of those nice to meet you nods, but she's facing like the wall instead of the. So instead of facing the drow, she's kind of a little off to the side and facing the wall because she can't see anything.
uh-huh.
Find Oku. That funky Oku.
So as you see, well, those of you can see well, the tunnel just kind of continues down and seems to end, just have a very kind of rocky end there. So
I've never seen how that movie ends.
The What?
Rocky 3.
End.
Is that the last movie in the series? Is that what you're getting at?
No, he just said it's a rocky end. I said I've never seen that movie yet.
Also, the last movie in the series is Creed 2. It's not even called Rocky.
Yep.
There should have been a movie called Adrian.
What do our eyes see aside from a tunnel that ends abruptly?
There's also a
door.
big iron door there.
Good for keeping your clothes pressed.
Yes. So, but Ribu walks up to it, and then there's a very specific knock.
We only got half of that.
Yeah, that's okay. It doesn't matter.
You see a little thing pop up
shave
on
and
the
haircut,
screen that
2
says
bits.
Oku will remember that.
Yes.
I will remember
should-
it.
Should we roll intelligence to see if we can memorize the knock?
Sure, if you want.
Maybe a society roll?
Society.
Would that be society? Yeah, if you have like I'm trying to think of really obscure lore to make you groan. I can't think of anything though.
Shit.
Ooh, Lumiere's got it good.
Oh yeah.
Well, Lumiere came from a place that has like secret societies and stuff. The secret
yeah.
knocks are probably his jam.
Also,
Secret
he
knocks
is,
are probably
underworld
his
lore would be a good use for this type of
underwear
thing.
lore.
he has legal lore, not underworld.
Oh, I was thinking Namiad. Oh yeah, it was Namiad and also Sigi in the other game that had underworld. I knew there's two characters, but yeah, none of them are present. So yeah, a slot opens and there's some, some words exchanged between them. Very brief, but he does grant entry.
Who are you trying to deceive?
Memorizing.
With
Why would that be a
deception?
deception check?
You're deceiving your brain into knowing what you heard.
It's just
So
called
then I
learning.
can use it. So then I can use it
just
for
called learning.
deception later.
He's got a point.
He has no point. Do not give
He's
him
like-
that.
He's like a circle.
Uh,
All right, you may pass.
uh,
Please be
Are you
aware that you'll
escorting us
only be
in,
able to
or-
go so far with your weapons.
Mm,
Oh, I hate that.
no.
Let me heal onto them for now, though. All right, this way. Come on. So she pops open the door again here.
Sherman starts moving forward with his walking stick.
Oku
in
does
hand.
the same thing, but her back is to him.
Holy shit, this room is full of cool looking people.
Yes, you see the coolest people you've ever seen. So there's
Oku doesn't see
four-
anything.
4 different individuals here.
Oku turns on the
That-
Star Orb and goes, ah, my eyes.
Are sitting on a table and chairs, and the walls feature words carved in a very flowing script that are underscored with hash marks. Of the 4 doors leading out of this chamber, the door leading west looks a bit sturdier than the others.
The door
The one that we just
And,
came in?
just door we just came out of.
Yeah,
came into.
the one you just came into. Yep. The other ones look a little less. Yep. So
Fair enough.
Someone
yeah,
needs
and
to
it
change
looks like
the
guys are
battery
just
in there.
playing some cards there at the table. I'll just give you some better
I don't know. I don't
Pictures
know
of
which
them
those two I
here.
like more. I like both of them.
Oh, what a handsome drow man.
Oh yes.
Look out! It's
Oh, no.
Han. It's Han Bolo.
Oh no, he's hot.
Like I like
Oh,
both
no,
of these guys.
he's
They look chill as hell.
hot.
That man's hand is a
And
sword.
the other guy's just kind of generic drow
Yeah,
dudes.
that guy has a sword for hand.
No, he's just holding it.
Yeah, he's just holding it. Yeah.
It's the hand guard.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
I did not
guarding his
plan on him
hand.
having one hand.
No, I just like how the art makes it look like it's just his stump turns into a sword.
One hand, one eye, as God intended.
One
As
hand,
God
one eye.
intended. Flying
Yeah.
purple people stabber.
Yes.
Sort of got a purplish hue, I guess.
And Sherman, you probably noticed that you see some. It's all in Elven, all the writing on the wall.
Okay.
There's talk about like staying alert and protecting one's home.
You are a citizen of Super Drow. Stay alert.
On one of the walls, it just says, "Remember, thought crimes kill."
That's right.
Yeah. So this guy is doesn't take much notice of you at first, because he's kind of paying attention to the game here.
Do I recognize the game that they're playing?
Looks like they're playing with like a tarot cards. Let's look at our hero cards. I should say hero.
Harrow.
How harrowing!
Like-
yes.
Wait,
So it's like a fortune telling
like
deck.
Sea Captain
but
Harrow?
They seem to have some type of game figured
I
out
thought you
with
meant
them.
Haribo. Like,
I mean, you
The-
can consider
Like gummy bears?
games
Yes,
with
like the
tarot
gummy
decks.
bears.
I mean, originally it was a playing card deck.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear.
I'm a gummy bear.
I'm delicious.
And so the guy in the north will like his hand like very slowly goes down to his crossbow as he's looking at you guys. Well, looks like we've got some guests. Well, what should we do with these ones there, Felshi? And this guy immediately, he kind of drops his cards down as he turns towards you guys like, well, I'll be damned. Last time I met these guys, I was hanging off of a meat hook in the back of a bar.
Oh, it's Fauci! Hi! We found you
Hey,
again!
it's good to see you again.
Oh wait, were they speaking Elvish?
He speaks, I'll say he actually knows some, well, I can't
Common?
remember if he spoke common or not before.
Well, he does now.
Sure, we'll say he actually speaks common.
Oh, good to see you again.
Well, I most certainly remember Fauci's face.
Yes, definitely his face. Before it looked a little different. It looked a little bit more like this.
Yeah.
Uh,
Goodness, Fauci, you look so much better. It is so good to see you again.
Ah, it's good to see you made it somewhere. I actually wasn't sure when we set you free whether or not you were going to make it anywhere, but I'm glad to see you found your way back to your people.
yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd make it myself, but yeah, guess I got lucky yet again.
I must admit, you look far more competent, fully equipped as you are now than when we first found you, none?
Yeah, they kind of stripped me of all my valuables and such before.
That's
you know,
just how it goes when you ought to be lunch.
yeah, lunch or God knows what else they would have turned me into.
But hey, you have made it! Huzzah!
Yeah, and I mean, good news is we killed everyone in that bar, whether we meant to or not. Completely unavoidable. Could not have been avoided. They struck first. Yeah.
Yeah, good
Very
for
charming.
that. Good for you guys. Fuck those guys.
And the good news is, I believe we have the deed to
Oh,
that
wait!
bar, so that bar is technically ours.
Huzzah.
Oh,
As a
you're running the
proud
bar
owner of
now?
a really no, we own it. We are the proud owners of a really shitty bar.
Well, congrats, I guess.
Yeah, it wasn't one of my favorite places either.
You know, it's going to be a bit hard to keep that place up and running since you apparently killed all the tenants.
Who the hell said anything about running it? Goodness, I want nothing to do with it. We just have the deed because I find
The
it's
only
funny.
place I want to
The
run.
location
is
is
into the
a bit more to be desired. So,
Very, very true.
ground. Not the
very
most
true.
prime real estate I've ever seen. I will give you that.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
sit on
is
this
it-
bench and take a nap. I'm very tired.
So it is enough catching up, I think. Hello. We are here.
Hey, I lean in. I'm just like, hey, put in a good word for us. They seem a little bit jumpy around us so far.
oh yeah. Hey, Rorix, love to get back to this game a bit. I'm gonna make some rounds here. Kind of try and put people at ease. These guys are all right, so make sure you treat them like honored guests here. I'd be a dead man if it weren't for them.
Honored sounds like a good bed and not just some dungeon.
Does Oku know how to play this game?
Oh,
Is this a society?
With a society check. Let me take a look here, see if there's any details about this particular.
Well, I
So
only
take a
just
look
want
at
to
the
like.
cards. They seem to show a lot of. It's very like drow specific.
It's a good roll, Sherman.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I only rolled a 4.
It even shows a
Ready
lot of
for this?
drow iconography on the.
Yes,
themselves
much
here,
like
so-
that.
This dice is not working.
But anyway,
My-
you suppose you want to keep going through here.
I mean,
Actually, before you guys go any further, just for the sake of the safety of our settlement, you will have to be leaving your weapons and such right here.
Oh, merde.
But you have my word. Like you guys such good care of me. I'm gonna make sure that
I mean,
no harm will fall to you while you're here with us.
I suppose I can hand you the crossbow and the short bow. Wouldn't take a man's walking stick away from him, would you?
Yeah. Free to take the stick, I guess. That's fine.
Well, I do appreciate it. That's very kind of you.
So Lumiere starts. Have you ever seen that meme video that they made out of Lego out of that scene from Lord of the Rings where they're like putting the weapons off their person into like a pile? Someone made that out of Lego, but it ends up like developing into this absolute pile of crap.
That's me and you.
Yeah, I was about to say, Lumiere pulls out a glaive, the Rosa Argentis sword, his meteor hammer, a dagger, a couple bottles of Alchemist's fire. Let's see. He pulls out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 short swords, another dagger.
Holy shit!
Well, I pull out a sword and a
This
sword
guy's a walking arsenal.
and a sword and a sword.
These guys a walking arsenal.
This guy's a walking
Between the two-
barracks.
Between the two of us, we could outfit an army, none?
10 throwing knives.
Oh yeah, he pulls out a longbow as well and a dagger.
I pull out some pitons and I
as they're
look at
doing
him and
this,
I'm like,
Sherman takes the open chair over here and he's just like, yeah, this is gonna be a while. How's it going? How's it going?
How's
Is the
it
game
going?
going good for you?
you can't take my beak away though.
He pops off his beak, Daffy Duck style, lays it on the pile.
I pull out a pencil. Yeah, put that down.
Actually, Felshi does pick up your pencil and say, I think better make good use out of that. We gotta track this shit. Hold on. It gets a parchment out, starts like taking inventory. Like,
Oh wait,
I'm
I
just
also have
doing
another
a favor for
sword.
you guys. I don't want to make sure none of your stuff gets.
Hold up.
Yoink.
If it's in the spacious pouch, they wouldn't be aware of it, would they? They're not gonna search her spacious pouch. That's like a
The bag of
code
holding.
word to get into it, right?
That's not like a Pathfinder pouch, like what's in 1E. I think it's, as far as I know, like, anyone can open it.
A spacious pouch opens to a magical space larger than the outside dimension.
If you hand over the pouch, it would make things a bit easier.
Lumiere takes off
Less
his
to keep
brand new
track of.
Froghemoth takes off his brand new Froghemoth tongue belt with its giant fucking barb at the end of it and goes, I
forgot
suppose
about
this
that.
could be used. And lays it on the pile.
I don't have to get rid of my armor, though, do I?
Oh, yeah, armor's fine. You can hold. Yeah.
Okay.
Lumiere wonders if he should add his vials of poison into the weapon pile.
I have a bottle of anti-plague.
That's not a weapon.
That's a good thing to
medicine.
have.
That's like the opposite of weapons.
No, I know.
I'm gonna move some stuff to my backpack
Yeah.
from my spacious pouch.
Lumiere asks, do you want poisons in this weapon pile as well?
Yeah. Go ahead and pop those in there too. Yep.
For fuck's sake. And he pulls
While
out...
you guys are doing that, I'll leave you with Rorix here. I'm gonna make my rounds and just kind of let everyone know you're here. All right.
1, 2,
What about
4, 5,
what about hand wraps? Are those
I'll,
considered a weapon?
I'll let my
the
cousin
right
know
hands.
that she should be expecting you as well.
Oh, it
She's
might
the,
be a little bit of time still. Don't worry about. Don't hurt
pulls
yourself.
She's the leader of our
40
colony here,
bottles.
so I'm sure she'll
40
be wanting to talk
bottles of
with you soon.
various poisons.
Whoops.
I mean, Soul is literally walking around already.
Soul takes out a scarf, kind of considers for a second. He's like, "Yeah, I could kill someone with this." Puts it in the pile.
You know what's funny? I do have a scarf, but it's like the hat of disguise one.
Yeah,
Do I get to keep my staff of
Masquerade
healing?
scarf. Yeah, you can keep. I mean, if you want to convince them to be onto it. With your non-elvish.
Insanely good diploma. Well, he speaks common.
Without
Oh,
Yeah,
he
one of them
left.
does speak common.
Fauci left.
Oh shit. I could give
You
you the help
translate.
action, I guess, by translating for you.
He's a better bluffer anyway, probably. So.
Can I convince him to let me keep my one sword? It's a
Would
part
this
of
be
me.
deception?
34.
Yeah, you can keep the staff.
35.
Yep. Yeah, you can keep the staff. It's fine.
I want to keep my sword.
I think
Lumiere
Goku would
hard
just be
out.
like, this just has healing magic.
Yeah, I rolled a 4. I'm not even gonna bother.
A
Lumiere
4
pulls
Like it's
out-
not even like diplomacy, or it's not even it's not deception, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Lumiere pulls out Uravian's quill pen and shows it to Soul. Do you think this counts? I mean, this was used to stab you once.
I could kill somebody with that.
I forget
Again-
how his quill pen. Does his quill pen actually count as a weapon?
No.
Well, you
But
guys, you would need very
I've vowed-
specific training to wield
Yeah.
a
Isn't
pen.
it large? Isn't it pretty big though?
Lumiere has vowed
It's a big flamboyant pen. Yes,
Yeah.
big
yeah.
floofy feather.
Lumiere has vowed to
I'm also
plant it
keeping my
in the
holy
chest of
prayer
whoever's
beads and
was in charge of
adamantine chunk.
Uravian.
It's
You-
just a chunk. It's just a hunk of metal.
You
Can
can
I
keep your
keep-
trunk.
Can I keep the training sword?
It's wood.
Oh yeah, I made that for him as a gift.
The ore sword.
Yeah.
The sword board.
Yeah, the wooden
Sorry,
or sword.
Sorry, 41
Right.
bottles of poison.
I mean, a walking stick's a walking stick. That looks kind of like a sword
Yeah,
to me.
I understand. I understand.
Like it's a practice sword though. It's
I
it's made
gotta
to be
keep my
non-lethal.
form up. You know what I mean?
It was a gift. Made
It holds
much
some
like
sentimental value to me.
the other drow out there, whittling away at her whole business.
Listen, and Aribo speaks up to this, but listen, boys, I really wouldn't recommend pushing the boundaries here. All right, we're just.
I like to be able to defend myself, though.
I understand, but you're in no danger here.
I feel like
I
I'm in danger
suppose
everywhere we
if
go.
push comes to shove, I could make you another one. But
He says is like feathers just continue to fall off him.
I'm still sitting down. Every time I get up, I'm like, ugh.
kidneys.
Let's see if
Oh,
poisons
bird
count
feet.
if poisons count as weaponry, Lumiere has a pile of
41, you said, right?
6, 7, 8, 10, 11,
I guess I could just smack somebody with my keychain.
12, 13, 14, 15.
Well, seeing as he's gonna be a while, what do you say to a game?
Yeah, why not?
6 is 16.
So it takes about 30 minutes, let's say, and then
You say 8 hours? Perfect.
Well, except for he's like, why not?
Why not? Why not?
Lumiere develops a pile of 68 individual items
wow.
that are technically weaponry.
I mean, we are down here to eradicate, so
I mean, most of it's battle spoil.
Exterminate.
The
'Cause
hunter
all
here says
All the Caligny had
you
short
gotta
swords and poisons on them.
engages you in a lot of conversation. I think Aribo probably would be a bit interested in the conversation too, but he says, we drow use actually quite a bit of poisons. It's kind of nice to see that, you take that approach. Quite effective, I'm sure.
It would be amazing how effective a poison can be at the right time in the right place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, people just don't have an appreciation for the classics anymore.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I suppose if I'm playing the game, I try and get the rules from him and do as best I can. Do a
Sure.
Society check, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
You catch
not
on pretty
bad.
quick. You played a lot of cards. I think it's probably
Camel's
some
played
games
a lot of cards.
you've played in Alkenstar. There's maybe like one specific unique game that has some similarities to this particular one. So, yeah. So you guys are able to kind of shoot the shit about that one and give it a try. And yeah, actually, I do pretty well in the game.
All right.
I'm gonna roll for him actually and see if you can actually
out.
win a hand or two.
Heal yourself for 42.
Roll me a perception check.
Can I roll a thievery check to know that I'm being thieved?
we can see that roll, Justin.
Oh, you see my rolls? Oh, oops.
Yeah, I can see that roll.
Oh,
no!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't mean to
wouldn't
click
have-
that one, but he's basically just trying to cheat. So
Yeah,
he
I get
wins.
that.
He's not trying to steal from you. He's got.
So I do pretty good there for like a second, and then he's like, "Oh, but here's the trump card." Ha!
Yeah.
Like, dang. Well,
Yeah, I
I
think
thought
you
I was. I
you
was
did
doing
really
pretty
well in
good
the
there.
game.
Well, I
but,
thought
yeah.
that I was doing pretty good.
Somehow he skunks you kind of right in the end. You didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I thought
kind of floored
I thought
by
I
it.
was doing good, but then it no good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy's accent.
Oh, okay.
It's like, well, it's his second. It's a second language thing, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So he
I
speaks
feel
with
like
a
it'd be
terrible
more
accent.
like a Texan speaking Spanish. El Fono.
Donde está el baño?
Donde está el
El
baño?
baño.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yes. So yeah, it kind of takes a while. But eventually, Fauci does return. He's like, "All right, you guys are good to pass through here. I warmed everyone up to you a little bit here, so make sure to really tell the tales of your rescue of me and whatnot there." So, yeah.
Hey, Sherman.
Well, much obliged. Yeah, much obliged. I do appreciate it.
Sherman, do you have anything to drink? I feel like shit.
I have.
Oh, we can probably get you something here. Just follow me.
Oh, that sounds great.
Should we
They
have some
make great
I was
fungus
gonna
Fungus
say
wine?
I have Quicksilver mutagen, but I think that makes you feel worse after you drink it.
They've got some great kombucha down here.
I have a bunch of mutagens. You have
Kombucha.
I
bestial
guess it's
mutagen
kind of
and juggernaut.
kombucha. Yeah. Yeah, okay, fungus wine is now kombucha. I like that way better than fungus wine.
They're booch fiends down here.
Yeah,
I
I
love
think
booch.
Sherman just
My
makes
wife's
a
making
remark
some
like,
kombucha right now.
you know,
Nice.
this is probably one of the nicer places I've been. In since I've been down here.
This is literally the nicest place we've been since we've been down here.
Like some of the places that we were in were probably nice at one time.
I don't know. The Denizen
Yeah,
of Lang's
but
room was pretty
At the same
plush and
time,
comfy.
no one's trying to kill me here, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
any
Well,
place where
kind
people
of-
aren't trying to kill me trumps like most stuff.
I did kind of like the elevator. Shame about that.
No, that
As-
elevator was terrible. What are you talking about?
It was fun. It was cool. You don't only get this. Oh, hello.
Yeah, stay at the end of the hallway here, the double doors. You see
Use some of that French charm. A rose out of
Is that
nowhere
my
appears in your
is
mouth.
that my smoke alarm going off, or is that coming through someone
Oh,
else's?
you guys are
Uh,
hearing that? That's mine.
I
One sec.
am.
I'm gonna throw it.
No, it's fine. I was just curious if it was mine or not, because then I'd have to go stop at the store when I pick my wipe up.
I already
and
called
get,
it in. He's not up to
9
code up
volts.
there, so
Well,
Sorry
get
about
evicted,
that.
son.
I didn't think that
Time
would
to
come
light a-
through in the mic, but
Time to light a fire in Aaron's house, considering his fire smoke detector doesn't work because it's out of batteries.
it was me.
it was Justin.
Yeah.
I've reported him to the fire marshal.
Let me show
Dude,
you
I'm
something.
screwed. I live across the street from another Justin who's a firefighter.
Oh, that's cool. Well, like at least you know someone will know how to respond as long as he's home.
He's awesome. He's the greatest.
Most
he's,
firefighters seem to be awesome, so
Yeah,
Yeah, you
well,
don't
he's that
hear.
guy
There's no
who's gonna
songs out there that say
snowblow
"fuck the fire
everybody's-
department."
There's another
Right.
one. There's another really cool person.
Another cool person. Thanks for keeping us a track. All right.
Man, this place down here is full of cool looking people.
I think we're just excited to see people.
True. We've been
People
around
and not
monsters for too long.
abominations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster Log's pretty pretty.
Lightsaber.
I think that's
a-
goo.
Gooey lightsaber, yeah.
The goo saber.
I feel like it's like
Legends tell.
I feel like it's like fog falling off of it. You know, like if like fog is kind of heavy sometimes.
Kind of like your sword.
The ectoplasmic blade.
Yeah.
I think that sword has
Okay,
ghost
I got
touch.
That
Look
sword
at
is
her
called
stat
the
block
Ecto
yet.
Cooler.
Yeah. It is pretty cool.
It is red.
That's the sword to slay the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man right there.
I'll do it. Maybe it has ghost touch.
She's standing there with a hand on the hilt of her sword, kind of
To be
looking
fair,
very,
most
very
swords touch your
stern,
ghost.
very stern, cold look in her eyes.
Soul naturally goes to laying his hands on his swords, but there's nothing there.
You kind of feel Aribo kind of tense up a bit. There's definitely some tension in the air as you guys approach here. She steps forward and says,
Do you want us to wingman you there, Rebo?
she just holds up a hand and just like back off.
Lumiere leans over to Sherman. Why are all of these dress so attractive?
Listen, I get that you got a type, but I do not need to be a part of this degeneracy. I want you to know that.
Degeneracy, you're actively flirting with Dulok. Actively.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even understand that broad.
She doesn't even have a beak. Like what?
I can't even
Fuck with
compliment your
someone like that.
plumage. What's the point?
How could you say
Just one feather?
flirting.
Like, come on.
So Aribo just kind of nods
Wait, you
at
guys
her.
are getting paid?
Salisa.
Salisa.
Dear Saliza.
So
No,
it's,
that is
Bode,
definitely a swordswoman's
Bode.
name because she slices you.
Yeah. Salisa
I
offers
made
no
Aaron
greeting.
sad.
I actually enjoyed that one, Thomas.
That has to her character model has this giant cool ass sword and her name is Salisa. That has to be intentional. There's no way.
Slicer?
Salisa.
Is that like Shredder?
Shredder.
Slicer!
like Scyther?
Slicer!
Slicer! Yeah, but
Rebo says hello.
Zaisa says
Salisa
you
goes,
brought
That is exactly what I was
outsiders
thinking
here.
earlier.
Gorlama.
I remember when
What do you
I first heard how Scyther
Bonjourno.
says his name, and we were all like,
Bonjourno.
"Oh," because we thought it would be all cool.
Right.
And he's like, Scyther.
So Salisa says, God,
He got all sad.
you brought outsiders here, Erebo? What the hell are you thinking?
I was told that we were going to be honored guest. We saved one of your countrymen from bad
Lumiere
Shut up.
elbows
zombie
Sherman.
bar. Okay, if you say so, I will not bespeak.
Looks like it's Spider's Pit for Gamble.
Garlama.
We are in need of great strength, and these are some powerful warriors, Salisa. You bring danger to us all bringing this here. And she just walks right up there, gets really close up in her face, and says, Salisa, we are in danger already. Now get out of my way.
Now kiss.
I don't know what you guys see in these girls.
Lumiere is hard as a rock.
Not a single wing.
Lumiere, king of the
Way too many
rock.
toes.
Are you looking at that plumage? It's all one color. They're not displaying. It's yeah. Never seen such
Salisa-
pathetic plumage.
Just hold her gaze. It feels like a really long time they stand there. Eventually, she just steps aside, never removing her hand from her sword.
Just makes it hard.
I will honor whatever our leader decides. But know that I do not approve of this. She just kind of turns and pushes the doors open. Says, "Let's go."
I'll do it. I won't agree to it, but I'll do it.
I think I'll bow to her as I pass her.
Yeah, I was gonna
basically
say.
thank you.
I think Oku would do the same thing, but like in a much more reverent way. Instead of like just
I
like
do
the
it
cutesy
too, but
hello.
better.
No,
I
not
do it
more
very-
not more reverent than Soul. More reverent than she has been with the other ones.
Give me a diplomacy check, both of you.
Fuck yeah, I'm good at it.
Diplomacy.
I'm okay at it. I'm okay at it.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Am I not roll?
Remember, what charisma stat?
Oh, mine didn't
Really
roll.
good.
Aaron's got that
see it.
Ohio skibbity riz.
Diplomacy.
I got skibbity riz.
There it goes.
Damn,
Hey!
guys. Okay, this is actually a pretty high DC.
Turns out the
Hey, courtesy
the
takes you a long way.
Asian-inspired characters are
Yeah.
good at formatting.
Right?
She kind of looks off a bit for a moment and just gives you a nod. And then just kind of gives you a nod to like, all right, get out of here.
Well,
Exchanging
No,
nods with you.
I don't understand the language, but I do understand the like.
Conflict.
She seems pissed. Yeah, they seem
Yeah.
very tense.
Yes.
her
Seems like
opinion of us has gone up by 1.
By one.
She'll remember that.
But we'll adjust it.
Yeah, so this is just a big, massive chamber, very high, vaulted ceiling. In the center, you see what looks to be a small forge, anvil, and work table with various tools. You see a few benches that line the walls. Rebo says, well, this is where we can, I guess, wait for Quara to come in and entertain you all and hear what it is that you have to say for yourselves as far as, you know, what you're doing here and whatnot. So I'll see what I can do to go and get you some, whatever you need. Wine? Food? Might be a little bit.
I will
so.
definitely take both of those if you offer.
Yes, please.
That sounds
Kombucha.
fantastic.
Is
All right.
there anything in progress in this forge? Like
No.
any works in progress?
No, it doesn't seem. It seems to be very much inactive at the moment here. They seem to have reserved the space for you guys
Is
here.
there like a small knife or something in here, and maybe like some wood? Because I would also like to whittle something.
No, not much knife, but there's like hammers and such.
I will forge something out of wood.
Okay.
I think that's called joinery.
Wood and fire.
Wood welding.
Perfect. Yeah, wood welding. There you go. Yeah. But yeah, she goes over, I think, to the kitchen.
Would they
area
have
over
any
here
food
quickly.
from my homeland?
Doubt it.
Dang.
Will Dungeoneer for seed.
But yeah, there's a few people over in the kitchen area. You kind of maybe catch a glimpse in here. A lot of it seems to be like mushroom based. Looks to be a hell of a lot more edible than what Duloc was offering you. It seems like the Caligny had a very specific diet that
diet was
is
poison.
not really edible to non-Caligny people.
Well, it sounds
So-
like we're going to be here for a while, so I think Sherman would take off his jacket and like lay it underneath his head and like basically lay down on one of these benches over here.
I was gonna say, Soul is like leaned against the wall, just like closing his eyes.
Yeah.
Pull his hat over his eyes.
Lumiere will take Sherman's advice and start copying down some of the poison recipes he's learned into the Sierra's Poison Codex.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be daytime.
Oh, I didn't edit this map apparently. I thought I did that. So I changed the lighting on here.
Bonjour, bonjour. There goes the drow. With their mushrooms.
Don't disable lights. We gotta be careful with lighting. I may accidentally disable fog of war. I definitely don't want to do that.
I prop
I mean, I'd be
Oku
cool
up as a
with
it. There we
pillow, and I use Oku as a pillow.
That's better.
Oku's tail.
Asian lap pillow.
I've done that with Drax.
You've done an Asian lap
Um,
pillow with Drax?
I've used his body as a pillow.
So there's a couple other drow in there. Doesn't seem to be any dedicated cooking staff here. So Rebo herself goes about, preparing some food for you guys, along with some of the other drow that are in there. I'll just kind of drag some other ones in here too, and there's some other ones there to kind of keep an eye on you guys and whatnot. But they seem rather friendly, actually. So they're very interested in wanting to talk to you and such, kind of about your adventures and whatnot. Very rarely, and they tell you this, very, very rarely do they ever get outsiders coming in here, especially ones that are,
Alive.
not prisoners, that kind of thing. So, yeah, especially surface dwellers. Never do they get surface dwellers.
We're pretty deep now.
Yeah. So, yeah. Knowing that you guys are cool and whatnot, after hearing, Aribo and Falshi vet you guys out, they're, very eager to talk and learn from you about more. So they're enjoying the food with you. Eventually, Reba brings out some dishes. Seems to be like mushrooms, but also sautéed with like potato and onions and garlic. Big like root vegetable type things, and yeah, it's quite good.
You know what root vegetable I learned recently that I really like? Turnip.
Corn.
Potatoes.
I was gonna say
really like
parsnip.
turnip.
That's pretty close.
Also,
Hey.
corn's not a root vegetable, Shane.
Does it have roots?
Corn?
Shut up.
No, the stalks do, but the corn you eat? No.
Yeah, the plant has roots, so it's a root.
Rutabaga.
He's from Iowa. Don't let him trick you. He knows
God,
this.
Shane's I'm gonna make Shane a root vegetable.
Most of his state is corn.
All
I
he's
think.
ever looked at is corn for half his life.
I'm gonna plant his feet in dirt and then give him brain damage.
I bet there was corn in his
Been
backyard.
on a road trip through Iowa, you would know how true that is. Although
How does this
Minnesota
medicine
has a
check
shit
work
ton
again?
of corn too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I
it
grew
does.
up in cornland.
I also did. Soybeans and
Anyway,
corn.
I like turnips. Turnips are good.
My
I'm
dad
trying to
farms.
heal the bird.
Okay.
Bird
yeah. You
heal.
guys want to take some time? It's actually you sit in here for quite some time.
Wait,
It's like
do I
a
lose
few
wounded if I'm at full health?
hours.
And does drain a few hours?
Why
like
does the
8?
light keep changing?
Did you open the door?
Lighter.
Over the course of an hour, I could easily get everyone up to full health.
Yeah, I could also get myself up to full health at that point. All right. We'll say it happens.
I do that.
Between 3 of us healing,
I
think
do
we could
that.
handle it. Yeah.
So how do you guys kind of, I guess, carry on with these drow and whatnot?
I also have apparently a poison that I know how to make. I think it's a poison.
Do you use
Tangle root
treat wounds
toxin. I
on
don't know
me?
when it is I picked that up, but is that something that I could teach Lumiere how to make?
I believe I already know how to make it.
Well, shit.
You know the unfortunate thing about Tangleroot Toxin? It's great because it takes one action and you just got to put it on the person you're trying to poison,
Hmm.
but it takes a minute to take effect.
Oh, yeah, that's not great.
Not a combat toxin. Apparently, though, it is. What did it say? Used. Tengu toxin is used to impede opponents in athletic competitions, in addition to espionage and tracking. Neat little bit of lore to that poison. Toxin.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Ah,
Used to fix
okay.
horse
There she
races and
is.
shit.
Used to fix human races.
Oh,
I mean, that too, probably.
The human race.
All right, just get my
I
tokens
think-
ready here.
I think Oku and Soul are just passed out. Soul because he's
Resting, yeah.
exhausted and dying, and Oku because she's bored and
dying.
can't see anything.
I just feel so drained, man. You ever have one of those days
Just one of those days.
when you don't want to wake up for
When you can't get
36
your HP
hours?
up.
For 36 hours.
All these debuffs suck.
They could suck my nut.
And you're contemplating sleeping on a fox friend.
Yeah. I like that.
Just
a
one of
lot.
those
Thank you,
days.
Thomas.
All right, and eventually you do hear some footsteps coming from this hallway here.
Salisa is here.
Salisa walks through first, followed by what looks to be 2 cloaked figures.
Oh no!
Is one of them Dysa?
It's the crow!
Salisa and Dysa.
So they look like this.
And
And
Oh,
this
it is the
guy.
drow.
someone
It
tell them
looks
they've
very
got
similar.
banana robes.
Oh no, they're fruit cakes.
Oh no,
They
they've
have
been
Christmas
painting
fruit
recently.
cakes.
It's Johnny.
The
and
way
the
these
stick.
two stacked on my screen, it's great.
Oh yeah.
It's like, don't talk to me or my son again. I'll show you.
And finally, last to walk through the door is Kuara, the leader
Oh, she
of
looks cool.
No, she's hot.
the drow.
She got cowboy
Yes.
boots. That's dope
It's
as
a-
hell.
It's
I didn't
Awen's
notice
evil
that.
twin.
Yeah, right?
It's Z-Win.
It's Drow Awin.
Dro Awin.
And
She's pretty cool.
She is
yeah,
pretty sick.
so upon seeing you all, just kind of looks
Give
at
the
you.
Nick Fury
and
scratch.
just seems to be very amused.
Man, everyone's so inspired by this leadership aura that this woman's giving off.
Yes. Yes, they instantly like straighten up as soon as she approaches. You tell that
Sherman
she's
is
held with
still-
great respect.
Sherman is still laying on the bench and has somehow found a piece of straw.
All the drow are really curious
No,
about
he
what
just-
the hell it is.
No, he just full on carries it with him, right?
You don't
All-
know. It just kind of showed up at some point.
All of a sudden, you just see the Great Plains, buffalo in the back.
And so she kind of looks at you, she gives you a warm smile, and says, well, now you have the look of surface dwellers. I've never met any of your kind, but I've seen some.
Well, now
Common
you.
She speaks in common.
Oh shit!
Yep. But I've seen some artwork. It's very strange. You're not nearly as ugly as our art makes you out to be. My name is Kuara, or Shendiel, leader of this outpost.
Oku blushes.
Cool, Wara.
So, yes.
That's the second time I've broken Aaron.
Oh, you're giggling.
No, that one got me good. I hate you.
So I've heard good things from you, both from my cousin Falshi and also from my good friend Aribo here. Heard you had quite the intense battle
Oh, cousin.
just outside of our outpost here.
Yeah, there was a big spider, which I thought you guys were cool with, but apparently not this one. It was a whole thing.
It may have been cool with
Yeah,
big spiders,
well,
but
I
that's big
understand
spider
the
was not cool with
stereotype.
us.
But
Yeah.
that is not true of all
Yeah,
drow.
see, we have all pick you too. Most of the time, you're cuddling up with them and whatnot. Apparently, not nearly as cuddly as I thought. You guys don't think they're nearly as cuddly as I had been led to believe.
What the hell are you talking about,
Spider
Sherman?
motifs here from now on, but we don't worship them like several of our kind do. We're a very different flavor of drow.
We're not like other drow.
Well,
So,
I guess we both had some preconceived notions then.
yes. Anyway, let's figure out whether or not we can help one another.
I've
So-
got some notions we could pre.
Anyway, I'd love to hear a bit more about what you're doing down here and what you aim to do.
Oh, just sightseeing. We heard the underdog was just peachy keen in the winter, you see.
just trying to get
Says
home.
Sherman with bags under his eyes.
Yeah, we're just trying to get home at this point. Back to the surface.
Getting to the surface
Yeah,
is
so-
something I could help you with, though it'd be quite the journey. Wouldn't be a quick
Yes.
journey.
Well, Sherman,
Well, I
give up
mean,
on your
listen,
magic
there's
stickers.
still a little bit of area for us to explore back where we came from. I'm convinced that we've
doesn't
got money
exist.
riding on this. There's got to be a teleporter in there somewhere.
I swear, just one more door.
I swear to God, it doesn't exist. I can feel it.
It's right there.
It's got to be. Oh,
When we got to this level, it, like
just one
opened
more
up, it was
hand.
different.
Sherman, you have to know when you have lost. You have to walk away.
What is?
I feel
what
like
is
the
what's
last
her name
I'm
part
trying
saying?
of
to
that
walk
was, like, the
away.
main
These
double
three are
kill.
bickering about a teleportation circle, and Oku just looks defeated.
He's not wrong though. He does have money already.
Like
on this,
1,000-yard
certain
stare,
tool.
because they've been arguing about this for days now. So she's just like,
Arguing? I am right. He's wrong. This is not an argument.
Well,
This is
you
him being
can't
stubborn.
say that for sure. Like, we haven't checked everywhere down there. There's
I
have
some-
the
know, but every
consensus.
door I open, something tries to kill me.
Well, yeah, but like we may have to kill something to get there. I'm just saying we haven't proven that it isn't there at this point.
I must say, you're quite the amusing bunch.
We endeavor to clown. If you
I'll
are
go back
not
to
aware,
sleep.
this is a theatrical production that we do for people on a streaming platform. You know, a raft.
Shut up. Shut your goddamn mouth.
Wait a minute, I just wanted to sit and listen. What else do you have to tell me as far as you and your story? I doubt there's...
Well, I mean,
That's really all
from
there
what we
is to
heard,
it.
You're not huge fans of Belcor around here, is that true?
That remains yet for me to decide at this point.
What is there to decide? She's a spooky see-through lady that not big on manners. If what we've seen is anything to go by.
I'm very
if you think
interested to
about the
hear
shaman-
about all of your dealings with her,
If you think about
if
the
you wouldn't
shaman,
mind.
it is the second sea scroll woman that you have killed. The first was the
yeah.
manager at that bar.
I guess we would just go through like the stuff that we've seen down here so far, and some of our adventures and what have you.
Lumiere would actively omit the bloodline connection to Rose Argentus, though.
Okay. Sure.
Sherman would actively omit
We sh-
anything that didn't make him look cool.
I was gonna say,
Which is quite a few things. Lumiere
I
has
don't know
to
what you're
fill in
talking
a lot of
about.
the story. One time I shot a slug so bad it exploded. And I felt the god of the realm hate me for it.
One time, a worm kicked my ass so bad, I'm pretty sure I shit my pants. I couldn't tell, there was too much blood.
I remember killing
As you
a bunch
guys
of
get to the
worms.
part about the bar and whatnot, it says, I must say
Yeah,
I am ever so grateful for what you have done for my cousin, Fauci.
Oh yeah, Fauci, he's a cool cat. He's good people.
Stand up gay.
He tends to
And
get
we could
himself
not-
into scrapes now and again, but that would definitely prove to be far too much for him. If you hadn't come along, I think that would have been the end for him. So thank you.
I kind of draw the line on eating sapient beings.
Well, that's something we can agree on.
Except for sentient sandwiches. Those are good.
Not run into a whole lot of those myself.
Well, you'd be surprised what you find wandering about.
I forget where you're from. Is it like Gab or something? I forget.
Nidal.
Nadal.
Gab's very
Is that
different.
He's from the Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs place.
Is that like a thing where you're from? You give your
Oh, no,
sandwiches souls just so
I-
that they can scream while you eat them? Because I'm gonna be honest. Like you said, the place you came from was fucked up, but that's like a whole special brand of fucked up.
I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty certain my parents would be totally down with something like that. Sounds horrifying.
Haven't you ever had crab?
You know? Huh.
So you guys tell her about the like
The sentient
the
sandwiches.
nope, but attacks on the town and that kind of thing.
Yeah, like I think we would
Um,
go over all of the stuff that we went through with Belcora.
Sure.
I think one of the other things that we'd probably hit is the Dreamwalker guy, because he seemed to be like in tight with Belcora and was actively trying to like destroy a child.
The denizen of Lang.
Yeah, the denizen of Lang, whatever
Oh,
his name
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you explain all these different bits here, she's just very listening very intently and like reacts kind of like as she should. Like she laughs at you at any humorous moment that you share with her, and just asking you lots of questions.
Does anything seem off about her? Because like as Sherman's just yapping, I'd probably be like keeping an eye on her.
Yeah, roll me a perception
So-
check.
Where is my others?
What was the name of the denizen of Lang?
You sold the plate.
Dennison.
It's so clear,
Jimbo.
that's it.
Chanticleer, that's right.
Denny.
Shouldn't have had that eclair.
No, Chanticleer's a rooster.
Yeah, but now I want
And
to.
what details do you share about the previous? Oh, well, before I get it, I'll answer your question. She just seems to be like very genuine person.
Oh my god, it's genuine?
Yeah, I forgot how to say that word. With the-
My pony.
Ride it.
Yeah, she seems to be
Genuine.
very, very good listener. But very like personable.
Okay.
You feel like she's just really, I guess, sizing you guys up too, but doing so in a way that's very, she's just very casual, very well thought out in every like little thing that she does. You know, everything, every smile all that just seems to be with a great intention.
What about the other
So-
people? Are they like on edge or anything, or they seem?
I mean, they're more relaxed here than any of the drow you've seen here, I think.
Okay.
But in just the honoring the kind of the regality of their leader,
I do
and
an
carry
okay
themselves
job
somewhat professionally, in her
of telling the
presence.
story.
It's like like the boss's boss is around. You're like,
Everybody be on their best behavior.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Into the regional.
So they're
manager.
very, very quiet for the most part, though. Like you could hear a pin drop if you guys weren't talking so much. So
Talking so much.
they
smack.
absolutely do not want to distract her from what she's trying to accomplish here. So yes.
And then I don't know if you guys
Crazy
have
little
seen him,
creature.
but there's a
poking
naked
me.
something or other walking around down here in the Underdark somewhere.
There's
really
a lot
chiseled
of naked
ass.
things.
Really chiseled ass.
Keep an eye out for that. Thank you.
Have you been,
Anything
have
to
you
be
been
concerned
challenged?
about this.
Have you been challenged by a naked man who determines that he is the best?
No. I mean, there's some strange folk that wander through here, but yes, getting into our territory isn't necessarily easy. As you
One of these
maybe
days, Sherman,
saw.
we're gonna run back into that guy.
Probably.
Turns out he's the final boss. Belcora hired him.
Down
No.
a dark hallway, you hear clap, clap, clap as it gets closer.
I'm trying to be the final boss, but I'm dummy thick. The clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the adventurers.
So, what do you guys tell her about, like, the most recent of events?
That we got stuck down here by those little monkeys, and that we've been trying to find a way out.
Okay.
We killed a gug and it had a
I
weird
think
lens.
we would give them
Okay.
I think that we would give them the same version of events that we gave Duloc about what happened.
Okay.
Because we
I
don't
think
want
we
that one to
omitted
get
the
them out.
gug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got killed by a bunch of.
It was dead when we got there.
Yeah, they were dead when we got there. We swear. That's not
Killed by a
something
bunch
you
of
need to check into.
wisps.
I really should have written down what the whispers said as I was going mad in the water cave.
Yeah. Do you mention like your experience in the cave and whatnot, Thomas?
I think Lumiere just kind of mutters to himself. There was something the whispers said when we found that thing.
The what now?
In that cave, that the water was unusually hypnotizing. Remember?
I remember there was a cave that made us stupid.
I never
That
had
is the
to.
one.
Why did
I would
Just
never
so
get down
remember.
with a cave.
Oku laughs. I remember there was a cave that made us stupid.
Well, it did make me stupid.
Must be some strange auras. There's that kind of thing in there.
Water the crops with Gatorade. They love
Yeah,
their
there was like a
life.
big monster in there that kept talking about this rock that it had and saying some stuff about how Belcor was going to cleanse the world. So I wasn't really paying attention. Like I said, I was stupid at the time.
The whispers mentioned something about 4 lenses, and then told us which ones had which. I
Lenses,
don't
you say?
remember.
I think I was unconscious for that.
Yeah, there was something about lenses. I believe.
What can you tell me about the lenses? How many lenses did you see? Or what were the voices saying about them?
Something about the ones. Oh, melt. I can't really recall. Let me think.
Everyone was stupefied.
Yeah, what would I need to roll
You
to
gotta
see
hit
how
hard.
well I remember what those?
We were in a
whispers
drunken
muttered at
stupor.
me?
I mean,
What would I have to roll to make Justin remember?
You
for me?
already rolled, and what you gained was due to a terrible roll. Failed save gave you more information.
Right. I'm saying I'm trying to remember what those whispers
Honestly,
said.
I could just give it to you. What level stupidity did you reach?
2.
It was level 2. Okay, so I will only
I
read
was
you.
too.
Yeah,
I was
we-
too
you
stupid.
heard
Level
it
2
twice,
stupidity. Yeah,
Because you got a
Too
new
stupid.
thing.
you
Yeah.
did hear it twice. Yep,
He was too stupid.
stupid 2.
I forgot about
Yes.
that.
This many stupid.
Yes. The voices you hear, it was the lenses. She knows the secrets of the lenses. 3 are within reach, 1 very close, the other lost by Ildaris, 1 held by the Blood Eaters. And then Stupefied 2, you got, she keeps them apart while she works her petty vengeance, but the essences shall become one.
Oh, yeah, the whispers mentioned something about your city losing one of them.
Very interesting.
The Blood Eaters? Does the Blood Eaters mean anything to you?
That would be the Erdefin.
Those were the people that.
No, those were the Caligny.
Mm.
Aribo will
Wasn't
say
there-
like, yeah, that's the prisoner you gave us.
Mm.
He's an Erdefin.
Oh, the children of Belcor are Erdefins?
No, they are deep gnomes. Erdefin is Huglu. The transparent creatures.
Oh,
Very violent.
was it
Bloodthirsty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the bar manager was an Erdefin then, right?
I believe she was. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, the other one had one. You somehow lost one, and the Blood Eaters. I did say one was very close. I think we know what that one was.
Mhm.
Lumiere doesn't intentionally doesn't mention that we actually do have one of the lenses on us at the moment.
Sure.
Yeah. Something we would wanna just toss out there all willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah, if Lumiere
Very
stopped
good
to think
information for
about
me
who
to
he
know.
was. Yeah, if Lumiere
What?
stopped to
Do
think
you
about
know
who he was
anything about
talking
these
to.
lenses? Is this something that you've run into before?
I'm going to be needing a little bit of time to consider what information I'll be sharing with you.
Oh, come no.
That's not something I necessarily appreciate all that much.
I am
We've been
very
chatting
sorry.
so amiably with you.
You absolutely. You've been very forthcoming, and that is very helpful. But I think I'll just take a brief intermission here to ponder what decision I need to make in order to, what is best for our, for Yildiris here. I mean, you realize the position I'm in, right?
No,
She must have
I
an aura.
don't know like anything about what's going on.
Have to
here.
choose my alliances wisely.
I mean, if you say so. I got no choice but to believe you. We're kind of just going off of what we know so far, which is not a whole hell of a lot.
I thank you that you're willing to, come in here and at least give me what information you have. You're welcome to stay here for.
Oh, thank God!
While
yes,
I deliberate, go ahead and
we could
rest.
use a rest, or 2 or 3.
Yes, if
3 would be great.
I may be needing just at least a few hours here. If you wish to meet with me, wait until tomorrow. That is fine as well. I'm trying to find. She does have a space set aside for you guys to rest, if you'd like. Here, room I-13, wherever the hell that is. Yeah, there it is. Overflow lodging over there.
That's it, Soul. You're under arrest. Under 3 arrest, actually. 3 arrest.
Do I finally get triple rest?
I think you get at least 1.
You can get 1 rest, and if you'd like to take a full rest at this moment, you absolutely can.
Oku picks up the bird's
I would
head,
like to.
stands up, slowly puts the bird's head down on the thing, turns and does that same bow.
Rest
Whoa.
for the night.
A great pleasure to meet you as well, Oku.
I will say, if you are looking for allies, especially in such a place such as this, you will be hard pressed to find better allies than us. Especially if you are against Belcor, as she seems quite aligned against us.
I just stand up, tip my hat, and go, "Nice boots," and head out.
His boots.
Yeah,
cowboy boot.
she laughs and kind of like pats you on the shoulder as you guys kind of walk out. Rebo says, "Here, I'll show you where you guys can, rest up and whatnot. We'll leave Cora to do it as she needs to do it for now."
Sherman's humming. These boots were made for walking on his way out.
So she leads you out through the kitchen area and shows you to the dining hall, as well as like a common area and place and some beds for you to sleep in as well.
Hooray!
Yes.
Holy crap!
You guys can
That woman's
take a full
dedicated
rest.
to kitchen work. She's got a big knife.
Yes, she has
Big egg.
giant blades she's using to
Big egg.
chop cabbages.
Hi, cabbages!
Oh, I like their little lounge area here. That's real nice.
Yeah, it is nice little common area. It's just several tables, benches, very padded chairs, and you also see heads of very strange looking creatures that are hanging stuffed and mounted on the walls. They seem to take great pride in hunting.
Dibs on the bed. Yeah. I guess you two get to sleep on the floor.
They're bunk beds.
Are they bunk beds?
Wanted to? Well, I guess
don't know.
you've encountered all of these creatures before, really, that are hanging on the wall. There's an albino basilisk. There's a chul.
Don't look at it.
Something called a ether spider, and a sugathi,
Ooh.
one of the centipede creatures.
It's Sugathi these nuts.
Soup
yes.
Kathy.
Yeah, you see some
Dude, I know,
people in there
I-
too. Some wardens that are just eating meals, swapping stories, that kind of thing. So,
Yeah,
I know what-
think at
I know
some
what
point,
the hell an ether spider is.
Be like,
I
oh
want
yeah, we
nothing to
killed
do
one
with
of
that
these.
shit.
yeah.
Ether spiders are terrifying.
What is an ether spider?
It's awful. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay.
It's a spider that can teleport. It actively hunts in another dimension and then pops out and bites you. It's terrifying.
Oh, it's a blink dog, but spider.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys just gonna take like a full 8-hour rest or something, or at this point, or
I could go for 16. I mean,
it's sharing
Yeah.
a bed. That's cute.
Bunk beds.
bunk beds.
Oh yeah, bunk beds. Yeah, I
Um,
suppose we can say they're bunk beds. 1,
If it's like a barracks kind of anyway.
4.
So with my
Fine.
inventor feat, Justin, it says I pay. Where is it? When I'm working on a common formula, I can spend downtime to invent a common formula I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It says this works just like the craft activity. Spend half the price of the formula up front, attempt a crafting check, and on a success,
Mhm.
either finish the formula by paying the difference or work for longer to decrease the price. Could I, instead of paying upfront, could I just sit there working on theory and then pay the half later before I get access to the thing?
Crafting is like a whole activity that you need a full day to be able to accomplish.
Yeah, it's like a full day thing, which you guys might get some time to.
You can read a
to do
book.
that. You trying to do poisons and such, or?
Yeah, I was just wondering what. I was
just
trying
this
to
is the
think of
best
what
place
what formula.
to work on that kind of thing.
Yeah, to work with
You're
poisons,
surrounded by
yeah.
people who specialize in a specific thing. So
If I've got the time to do it, I definitely would not mind working with that inventor feat to craft some more shit.
yeah, definitely something to keep in mind here. I don't think she'll be
It's
giving
just,
you that many hours to.
But they might just have
Right
like
now, but-
recipes for poisons that you could just have.
True.
Yeah.
I just don't have much of a reason to rest other than my character's natural need to sleep. Because I mean, I'm full health. I don't have any spell slots to fill.
Oh, sure. Yeah. However, if you were to not rest at this point, there'll be times later when your party is raring to go, and at that point you would also need to rest too. So,
He would be fatigued or
so
That
that's
is
something
a
to keep
fair
in mind.
point.
And just because you're resting does not necessarily mean like you're sleeping. It just means that you're taking, leisure time.
Yeah, you'd be going through the codex and whatnot, and yeah,
That is a fair point.
preparing yourself mentally for the tasks you're planning to do. So yeah, you guys get some rest. You kind of hear people walking by.
Sherman would
I didn't
probably
realize
allow
this, but when I leveled up to level 10, I get access to another language. I'm going to learn Elven from these drow.
Wait, how
You get
did
another
you?
language?
How do you get access to another language?
Because apparently
his intelligence score goes up enough.
Either that or my multilingual feat.
Oh
Hmm.
You learn an additional language if you become a master in no, maybe not. I don't know. It's just my sheet is saying I have access to another language now.
You probably do then. Elvish should be a good one.
Yeah, it just feels like that would fit the situation pretty well.
Yeah.
No, you should learn it from Sherman, and then you'll still have that terrible accent.
I don't think the drow would allow you.
Bonjour, madame.
Buongiorno.
All right,
Oh,
so
you
yeah,
still
go ahead and
lack
click your
Italian?
rest buttons.
Raced.
I
Get
am
all those
wasted.
slots back. Yep.
Oh, I'm back up to full.
And
Is this
you
drained?
use a little bit of drain.
Is drained an affliction?
Yes.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Hey, Desmond.
Can I do this?
And I will go ahead and
Post your spell that you're trying to use. The curse, disease, poison. I don't know is drained among that list at all. Curse, disease, poison.
It's an affliction, disease, poison, curse. Yeah. If it's an affliction, disease, poison, or curse, I can attempt to counteract it.
Okay. Let's see. Cleanse affliction. PF2E drained.
I want to heal the bird boss.
Two action spells. And you had spell slots of this before you rested that you would try and use?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense to me. They drained the wand. Drained. Drain no longer had any teeth because one more castings of a 4th rank restoration spell removed it completely. That's from the rules lawyer. You guys know who he is? He's on the YouTubes.
yes.
Great Pathfinder resource. Drained often stacks with itself. Drained 4 after combat, no longer mostly mitigated by a 4th rank spell, a few minutes of downtime. It grinds the event to screaming halt even if you prep the spell. Okay. If you get drained 2 by vampire, drained 1 by his blah blah blah. And it can last for days. Okay. Well, I mean, it seems like generally, I mean, I trust the rules lawyer very much. If he's allowing for that in his game, then I would definitely allow it in mine. So, yeah, absolutely. If you want to do a casting of it, you'd have to roll against the DC of...
And would that get rid of one? That gets
Yes.
rid of one instance.
One casting, successful counteract check would get rid of 1 drain level. So
That's
you
fair.
would need 2.
That's fair.
So how many spell
Yep.
slots did you have left for your 4th level spells or
I
whatever you
haven't
were
used any
casting?
of my 4th level spells.
Okay.
I get to prep a feat when I every morning.
All right. Yeah, so give me a counteract check while I try and find that creature.
Ooh.
34?
34? I think that'll do it to bring you down.
Probably
1.
better than my 1.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to use another 4th level slot before you went to bed,
Yep.
I mean,
well,
if
I
we
have
go to
4
bed...
4th level slots, so...
what was
Oh,
it?
I see what
yeah,
you're
the
saying.
empty
So
dev.
if you used it before bed and then used it in the morning.
So that was that DC. That was a DC 6. Okay. So yes, you are able to go down another
Again!
level of drained.
another one.
I mean, still, I don't have a
Doesn't
close
matter.
Another one.
All right, you're successfully undrained.
Again.
Oh,
What
finally.
is...
Oh my
what's
God.
on... What's on this guy?
Oh, let me look at my saves. Oh,
Is
there
that
it is.
effect?
Fortitude 20. Oh.
Battle medicine immunity. You should undo that battle medicine immunity, Thomas.
I think it's automatically
Is it-
tracked.
Is
isn't
it time?
It should... Well, did you long rest?
Oh, it
This
says
has got
4 rounds
4
remaining.
rounds.
You're right at the end of it.
Soul is
Yeah.
doing push-ups
Here,
in
I'll
the
add 5
hallway.
minutes,
He's
and
never
then it
felt
should have
better.
expired. That's kind of funny. It
Appreciate
just
that.
happened.
All right.
You slept in an extra 5 minutes, so you can
Nice.
get your
Let's
battle
see it.
medicine back.
And you know what? Because we're gonna rest, we're gonna heal the bird too.
Oh yes.
Oh, never mind.
Up to full.
I could just do medicine. I can't fail it. So I can heal myself.
Jeez, the spells I have
Lumiere,
access
can you-
to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Where is Bird? There he is.
But what I'm saying is we would do it in 5 minutes. It should be nothing
Oh
to
yeah.
any of us.
No
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
It's only 20 health. So I'm doing push-ups in the hall. Never felt better. I'm jogging, high steps.
Well, you seem like you're feeling
Straight up
much
does a
better
backflip.
there, Mr. Soul.
Oh, so much better. It's amazing what a good night's rest and the best healer in the world can
It's
do.
amazing what a cookie and a bottle of orange juice can do for you.
I want to say it's probably my cooking that did the trick for you.
You know what? It very well could have been.
Are these all berries?
It was a delicious meal.
Yeah, this is our sleeping quarters. There's just more beds throughout here for the most part.
Oh.
Quit snooping around.
I like the decor. I even like the spider web. It adds a little je ne sais quoi.
You just want to fill out the map.
Yeah,
Lumiere's
felt she
reading
was on
his
cleaning
head
duty
by-
this week. Usually I wouldn't be there.
Lumiere's reading, but he pops his head up when Sherman tries to speak French.
Anyway,
Sherman
Cora's ready to
Sherman
meet
can't
with you
leave any door
if you're,
unopened.
Feeling up to it.
Yeah, what are we doing exactly?
Cora's had some time to decide on what she would like to do, and she's ready to meet with you whenever you have time to do so.
What does she want us to do, though? I mean, I know that that's eventually what we'll get into. I
I'm sure
just
she will
feel
tell
like
us.
I feel a lot of work coming in the near future for us.
I mean, that's kind of what you had in front of you anyway, right?
Yeah, but all right, fine.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for you. Let's go.
I don't suppose you got coffee this far below the ground, do you?
We got mushroom coffee.
Coffee.
That's not a thing.
Well, no, we do have some sort of a drink here. You're welcome to bring it in with you here. One moment here. I'm trying to think of. My mom actually has this stuff that she always makes. It's like a mushroom thing. She just keeps it. It sits in hot water and just like a slow cooker type thing. Just sits there. Oh, what is it called?
It's hot kombucha.
It's not kombucha. It's like it's more like a mushroom tea type thing.
Tea's not coffee.
Oh, your
Yeah.
mother's drinking hallucinogens for breakfast.
Tea's
Nope.
fantastic.
I almost had the
Clears the
word
mind, you know?
in my head. I can't remember what it's called. What's it called?
Hey,
Mushroom
that's
tea.
yeah. That whole thing that you're experiencing, that is basically constantly my life all the time.
Yeah. Chaga. It's chaga.
I don't know why.
Does she
You're
chug
chaga.
Chaga chugger?
Chumbawamba.
Tub thumping.
Ogu's not sure why,
Down.
but she really
Yeah,
likes
did
this
all sorts of
leader
hippie
chick.
shit.
So she's trying to put herself as close as possible to her.
It's great. All right.
By the way, the book Lumiere was reading was The Whispering Reeds, and he is just as horrified as I am of what that book can do.
What is the Whispering Reeds?
It is a book of
It is
tall tales to tell the stories of Nimbleloth.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use that book to do some really terrifying shit.
Yes, but you
Like what?
There's risk.
Summon Pinhead.
There's risk.
You can use it to cast spells.
Yep. I can investigate it for 10 minutes to gain a +2 item bonus to skill checks to recall knowledge about Nimbleloth or associated things. I can cast a spell that makes incorporeal undead creatures within 30 feet take 5d6 vitality damage with a
Yeah.
DC 27 basic will save.
But I do think we need a
I can
spellcaster to actually do that kind of stuff. But
Oh, do I?
yeah, you don't become a spellcaster by having this item.
Aw, man.
Yep.
It does just say command and interact.
Command and interact. Yeah, I think that's a little
It
different.
gives you the ability to cast hand.
Well, no, it says activate 2 actions, command, comma, interact. There are the 2 traits
Yep.
to the action.
And then
Okay, but
in
there
the
are some
book, it
things
gives you
activate,
directions how to
cast
become
spell.
hand.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I'll take a closer look at that. I wasn't sure if you guys ever actually used that thing.
The last one is activate cast a spell, which I would need UMD for that, but that's not in this game.
We don't
I
have
don't
that in
know.
this game, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, activate cast a spell is different than that one. You actually do need to be a spellcaster for. The other one, I don't think you do.
Well, I think it's because like the other 2 abilities is you read aloud a phrase from the book, or you invoke a tale
Yeah.
that parallels the situation. So it's more of like your voice gets weird powers.
Yeah.
That's how Zatch Bell
But
works.
the last one you can choose between 4 spells at its lowest level, and Phantasmal Killer is terrifying.
Yeah, it spells changed.
Oh, has it?
In the remaster, yep. This whole adventure path was written before the remaster, so some modifications do need to be made.
The spell writing is kind of funny though. On a critical failure, the target is so afraid it might die, it must attempt a fortitude save. If the target fails, it dies.
It scares
Yes.
to death.
It scares
Yeah,
to death.
that is a pretty terrifying spell.
You got so scared you pooped your pants and stopped breathing.
Not necessarily in
there.
that order. Speaking of pooping our pants and stop breathing.
All right, so Quora is just
Hello, Quora.
waiting for you. It's like, well, I hope you are all feeling much better after getting some good rest.
I know you
Would
can't
be
play
feeling
see
better
under
with
the
coffee,
eyes.
but I suppose that's what we have here is much better than what we would have had in the last area we were in. So can't complain too much.
I'm doing push-ups.
Princess.
I'm sure you're much comfortable here. Anyway, I've had some time to think about everything that you had to tell me. I believe that you've been truthful with me.
I believe in a thing called love.
I believe that you've been truthful with me, so I am going to be truthful with you. Yildiris only exists at Belcora's pleasure, and it was here when she first created her vast dungeons 500 years ago. At the time, my grandfather was its leader. Belcora made allies of several groups, including Drow, the Urdefens to the west, the Deep Domes above, who have embraced undeath. To each she gave a large magical lens with strange powers. For safekeeping, I believe. Ours was the ochre fulcrum lens, and it could manipulate emotions. But
To the dwarves, she gave 4 magical lenses. To the men, she gave 9.
there was more to the lens. My grandfather told my father, Larathols, who became Yildiris' leader after him. But my father never told me.
Seems like a dick move.
I was never meant to lead. My older sister was to succeed my father. They both embarked on a secret expedition a few years ago. On an island in the Great Lake, the Urdefen warlord Kurfel caught and killed them.
No.
Huh.
That is terrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
I believe their expedition had something to do with the lens, and I suspect my father had it with him. Perhaps he hid it someplace. Perhaps Kurfel took it. I don't know. Shortly afterward that happened, Belcora came to me as a ghost. She insisted that I swear Yildiris' support and aid in a surface invasion that drives her even in death. And for the good of Yildiris, I renewed my vows that my grandfather made. but I've never felt bound by mere words. I won't help her. I'll help you.
Lumiere lets out a breath,
Well, much appreciated. Much
deeply
obliged.
regretting telling her that we were actively against Belcora.
You're welcome in Eldaris, as long as you like.
Did you hear that, Sherman? Plenty of mushroom coffee for you.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
But that's all
Which
the
is what we had
information I
out
know. The lenses are significant to Belcora.
Who actually has the lens that we have at the moment?
I think
I
I
sold those.
Oh,
I do.
don't.
I think it's in my bag.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's in a bag of holding.
And
Oh yeah.
Crimson Fulcrum lens.
do you tell her that you have that lens?
I think
Well, you guys already
you know
mentioned
what?
to her, right?
I think this is a good opportunity for Sherman to be like, oh yeah, lenses. We pick up all sorts of bits and bobs and things that we could tell you about. I'm not
Sherman's
sure we
going
should tell
British.
you about them though. Might have to, have a quorum here. Not you, of course. Talking about a different thing with the lads and whatnot. Just basically
Cock-
asking everybody,
Cock and
the
gamble.
other three here, whether or not we should tell her about the lens that we have.
I mean,
I think Goku would just.
Feet that
I think-
have now.
I think Goku would just produce it and show it.
Ow, ow!
Starts digging through the
biting me.
bags.
Turn
Sure.
about,
Digging
no?
through the bag.
And she points at it like, that's it. That's one of the lenses. Quite different
Yeah, I
from the
don't-
one that my father had, though.
Yeah,
And
a bit of a
Table
different
talk
color.
wise, it seems like she's like, yeah, I vowed to help Belcora, but I'm gonna help you instead. That seems like a pretty huge leap of faith. So, Oku's returning it in kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of Lumiere's view
She
on that.
had-
That's
after
fair.
To
Sherman
give you a
was
bit more
asking.
information about that, she had a couple of our own that she was holding captive. I felt quite pressed to protect them, and that is why.
Sounds like Belcora.
Oh well, yeah. Agreements made under duress. I don't think that sort of contract would hold up in court for a moment.
Do you think Belcora is going to go to court? She's a mad woman ghost.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, if we can send her to the afterlife, I do believe she will.
Very suddenly, like as you guys kind of get interrupted by the twins here in the back. That there is more. One of the ones, the one on the left says, and then the right says, "You should know." They kind of move their mouths in unison, and it is very difficult to tell which one of them is speaking. One starts a sentence, the other seems to finish it.
Isn't it disturbing listening to people in stereo?
Cora seems very surprised and just kind of turns to them. It just says like, carry on. Motion
My
with her
wayward
hands.
son.
The ochre
Well, sorry.
lens
my wayward son.
lies in a dark and wet place. Kurfel didn't
Oh
claim
yeah,
it.
because that narrows it down here. I'm sorry. It's just I really would like to see the sunlight again.
She gives a look at you as like, shut up. Like, it's like they do not speak often. It's best to listen. Silence.
This is expedition time, Sherman. Shush. Exposition.
Kurfel didn't claim it. Larathols dropped it in the water to deny it to his enemy. He died attempting to learn more of its purpose, more than the partial truth we know, one twin speaks. We have seen in a vision that the stones both empower the Ghost Queen and hold the key to her demise. They are slivers of something ancient, alien, evil, and hungry. The other continues. And then both of them cry out in unison, "We saw eyes of empty death!"
Keep healing that.
Oh, I'm so angry right now that we're gonna have to go scuba diving to find one of these fucking things.
Well, you don't have to. The belt has the air tank.
You know what? That is a very good point. The bud does have the air tank.
And swim is an athletics check.
She separated the lenses because together they draw the baleful attention of the empty death. Even the ghost queen cannot withstand the empty death when the powers are joined within her. The secrets to the lenses are in the old treasure vault which overlooks the lake. Find the lenses and the answers Larethal's sought.
Which lake? Because we found like a few of them down here.
Oh, there's another.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
I'd say you get used to Basraid and Clathor here, but one never does. But let me assure you that
Oh yeah, they are just
when
like
they do speak, it is
special
important.
brand of creepy.
To be entirely fair, Shane, if you look in the adventure journal at the Caligny maps, the level below where we were has an area marked Deadly Lake, which...
Oh, okay. Fair.
And I'm going to say this as well. The book that you were just reading, Thomas, the Whispering Reeds, did also speak of fulcrum lenses.
Death. Oh.
Slivers of Nimbeloth's essence existing in the fulcrum lenses, perhaps as a means to contact the outer god.
So, what's the deal? They said that we basically just have to, like, punch
Restore
these
her
things
power,
inside of her ghost body and then she'll die or something. That seems like an odd thing, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Yeah, but also, each lens possesses different and powerful abilities, but they are dangerous when they're in close proximity to each other, and even Nimbeloth's worshippers are afraid to bring more than 2 or 3 together, and using their powers draws Nimbeloth's scrutiny and invites destruction. And what you know about Nimbeloth is she is a consumer of souls. Not just a consumer of souls, but a consumer of those that consume souls.
I'm Soul.
So Pharasma's not a big fan of Nimbeloth, is what I'm getting.
You have encountered information before that there was a great battle between the two of them.
You know,
At one
Pharasma
point.
didn't really get screen time.
Yeah. And I think with that big bunch of lore drops, we'll call it there, and we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Catch you next time, everybody.
Bump, bump.
See ya.